What's up, everybody, and welcome to All for Footy, the AFL podcast where good friends gather and gab about last week's games, this week's games, and everything in between. You can find us on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify. So leave us a comment, a like, and subscribe. I'm your host, Nathan Norman, joined by the second best podcaster in the world, Ryan, the Big Wheel Fenton. Hey, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, mate. G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Just two bros just doing a podcast, you know?
Mate, I was actually hoping I'd get the second best podcast gig tonight. I was going to be a bit worried if I wasn't going to get it, to be honest.
Yeah, well. Yeah, you got it. All right.
It's an honour.
Yeah.
It's an absolute honour.
Yeah, well, you know, some people just aren't dedicated to the pod enough, you know? It's fucking Reeby, mate. This Daniel Reeby goes here. Daniel Reeby's out this week. Usually a mainstay. But yeah, he's just chilling on the river. River? Lake?
Yep.
I don't know, wherever the fuck he is.
I think they call it whatever they want up that way. But,
yeah, I've still never been.
I heard it was a long weekend down in Melbourne this weekend, so that's probably got something to do with just the two of us being here tonight.
What? You didn't have a long weekend?
Nah, we had the King's birthday, I think, in March. So.
What? How's that a thing?
Oh, mate, it's different in every state. It doesn't make sense. But, oh, well, I still try and tune into it. So, the footy, obviously, but...
Yeah, no, fair.
What a weekend it was, a footy, though.
It was a big weekend. A big, upsetting weekend for some. And
mate.
And a tremendous weekend for others. But not good for me. No,
it was, like, the bottom 7 teams on the ladder. 5 of those teams won this weekend. That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was hard tipping for all, I reckon. Hardest on me, I think. I feel like I was screwed the most. It's just screwed left and right. Didn't like it. All right, well.
And we've both come in and we're both losers. Like, we're doing all right. Just to come in.
Oh, mate. We'll get to it. I can't disappear for Melbourne this week. I can't. There's not enough people to fill in. I've got to talk about it, and it's not going to be good.
Oh, no. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, don't disappear because I was at work, so I didn't see heaps of the game. So.
No, fair enough. Well, with that, let's move into the first game of last week's games. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, mate.
It was Thursday night football at Adelaide Oval. Adelaide versus Richmond. Adelaide 10-11-71. Richmond 12-7-79. It was Richmond by 8 points. God, this was one you didn't think Richmond would get. Very surprising.
Oh, mate, absolute upset, wasn't it? Like, to be honest, like, I know the Crows were missing, Tex Walker and Crouch, but man,
it shouldn't matter.
4 hands. You could count on 4 hands how many players Richmond was missing, even though Shai Bolton was back and I think there was someone... Oh, Dion Prestia and Taranto. It was still hard to pick them, wasn't it? But they've got the cream back and they've just shown, they've still got a little bit the Tigers, don't they?
Did they? I think they're still done. It's not,
no, they're done. But to beat Adelaide, who seem a bit cooked at the moment too.
Adelaide at home. Such an upset. But, yeah. Oh, well, they caught him slipping.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Not many people would have tipped them, so I'm just looking...
Well, people that didn't put their tips in, tipped them.
Oh, yes.
So...
I was hoping you don't put the stats up in the middle, because then everyone can see what we're reading. But, it's... things like that for the team going away, getting the win, just brings people together, especially the young, or good for the young fellas, so, but,
look, it's something for Richmond, it's like, they can't lose every game. They just can't lose every game.
And the Crows were just up, just a little bit after half time, but then you just saw that, the Tigers were taking control of it all, and just never looked like they were going to come back, the Crows, really. Even though it's only 8 points, the game, I don't reckon the game really tells what the score was like, I don't reckon.
No, well, oh God, it was just so frustrating. It was So it was to kick off the first round, killed a multi or two,
Oh yeah, straight off the boat.
Straight off the boat. It was just like, oh my god, who would have thought Richmond would have pulled this upset? And yeah, and sort of.
Yeah, I think it's Tigers' first win in 67 days as well. Like that's not easy going.
Yeah, and that game was Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think I bring that up every week because it's just so funny. And but no, look, Richmond played a good game. They were in the lead for the most part. You know, it was pretty tight throughout the first half, but that third quarter, just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
And they just, maybe I put one too many bams there, but
maybe it might have been one too many, but that's right. You had in the last quarter there too. You had Steph Campbell. I think he's only played a couple of games, but he actually kicked his first goal, which actually got him basically the win, and then he almost backed it up for a second kick with a second goal, but just missed it. But that young fella kicked the goal and pretty much won him the game and set the tone for this week coming, you know. So good on him. But I was going to say that last couple of weeks, the Crows haven't had Rankin in. So is he like the missing link, you reckon, having Rankin out?
I don't know. Is he really that influential? Like he's an all right player, but
yeah, he's played really well this year. He's really stepped it up. He's playing forward, a bit more mid-time, but yeah, he's been out 2 weeks and they've lost 2 in a row, like those 2 games. So.
Yeah, no, insane.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
not much to say about that. It's just an upset and a pretty close game in the end, but still, Richmond just seemed like they were in charge the whole time. Just didn't seem like Adelaide were going to be getting involved at all. But yeah, what can you say?
Yeah, but you had Luke Nankervis to get the Rising Star nomination. He's a defender, had 28 touches, 11 marks, and 1 tackle for the night. So that young defender for the Crows got the nod for the Rising Star. So at least they had something positive from the night.
Yeah. Well, it's not when one of the bottom seeds, but beats you. It's tough at home as well. You know.
Yeah, like a lot of people almost had the Crows to just pinch the 8 this year too, and they're just slipping, man. They're sitting 15th on the ladder now. Like,
that's you look. It doesn't take much to be slipping out of finals contention this year, unfortunately. But yeah.
Tight.
All right, well, let's move on to the next game. It's Western Bulldogs versus the Brisbane Lions at Marvel Stadium. It was the Doggies 10-11-71 to the Lions 17-12, 114. Lions by 43 points in an absolute drumming. Wheels.
I'm trying to actually look for my notes here. Can't find them. That's all right. But yeah,
didn't watch it.
No, I just can't find my notes on my phone.
Gotta get hats off to Hipwood. Jeez, it's not easy to kick 6 goals in a game these days.
That has got to be one of his best games he's played, isn't it, Hipwood? So
yeah.
He dominated. You had Lockie Neal dominating. I think Lockie Neal had 38 touches, couple of goals. And the old Bont got tagged out of the game a bit. And I was going to say the old tags come back a bit this week, Nathan, for a few games there, mate.
Oh. Could there be a change in the winds?
Yeah, we did mention this last week, and a couple of pod members sort of blew it off, but I think there could be a bit of a change here.
Well, they're not here this week. So, you know, blow it up, so to speak.
Yeah, that's it. And, yes, get stuff, Daniel and Rick.
And, that's the main message to take away here. Yeah, absolutely.
So last week you got the free kick coming back from the holding the ball. You're getting the tagging back. You got your 666 rule. It's all starting to look a bit like back from the 90s footy, isn't it? So interesting.
Yeah, no, it was just insane. What a just tragic result for the Doggies.
Oh man, they just keep upset. They just keep disappointing me. The Doggies,
they did so well last week, and then to come off this. Wait, they did do so well last week, didn't they? I remember them doing well last week, pulling an upset.
Yeah, they beat the Pies.
Yeah,
it was a good win.
And then to come out and Brisbane is just so hot and cold a lot of the time.
They both are, man. And I got to give credit. The Lions do play not too bad at Marvel, but geez, Doggies get that game going. They're unstoppable. But it's good to see Libba back out there, even though he gave a player a punch in the throat. But,
yeah, very, very, very weird. Don't be doing that. Thug.
He hasn't been reported or fined for that, has he?
Oh, surely he will be. Surely he will be.
No.
No?
I haven't heard anything. Mickey on the group chat was getting all around it, and I've heard nothing on.
He was fired
the real
up.
News.
He was fired up on the real news. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I think we make a bit of our own news up on our group chat.
No, we don't.
But what about Bontempelli kicked a couple of goals, but wasn't as many disposals as usual. But buddy, Trelaw's just trying every week at the moment as well. Like I think you mentioned that last week, and he's playing good every game. Trelaw lately. Yeah, no,
he's really doing really well. It's just surprising. Like they've got so much talent. The Doggies, they should be doing better. You know, you got Bont, you got Ugelhagen, you got like Libba and Trelaw, and English. Like you've got all these players that are decent. Like what's going on? Maybe a bit of coach watch.
What's that, mate?
Maybe a bit of coach watch.
Oh, they could be, and they've
not this week. Though.
No, you need the mastering to do that.
You need the main man, yes. But yeah, no, it's insane.
So where's that? So you got so Doggies are 11th and Lions are sitting 13th too. So they're about even with each other, but yeah, you'd pencil that in for the Doggies, I reckon. And I think Steelo was at the game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was tweeting up a storm. Not tweeting up a storm, he was just talking up a storm in the chat. But yeah, no, he was loving it. Rick was hating it. Rick went to bed early. Which
he's a bit quiet, wasn't he?
No, well look, you can't blame him. Like, I'm quiet when my team's getting smashed, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, that's it. Also, Alex Keefe, I think, what did he do? His hamstring, bit of a bad one. He's out for 6 weeks too, so they'll miss him back there, the Doggies, which, he normally helps out with Liam Jones. So definitely one to watch for the Dogs in the next few weeks.
Yeah, are they? Oh god, it's just so hard to tip. There's like a handful of teams that it's just like impossible to tip for. I feel.
Doesn't get any easier this weekend too. There's less games and it's still hard.
Well, there could be some zeros being handed out this week. Maybe. Hopefully, Reeby gets a zero. Prick.
Oh, no, he needs it. So I'm just looking. Yeah. So and Dane Thorco, Berry, Hugh McCluggage. Oh, I'm just looking at the coaches' votes, and it's pretty much all Brisbane got the coaches' votes for the night. So
yeah, well, fair enough. All right,
pretty much says a lot.
All right, well, with that, let's move on to the next game. Unless you have anything more to say.
Come on, Doggies, lift.
Saturday football at the University of Tasmania. It was Hawthorn versus the Giants. Hawthorn 12-13-85. GWS 12-7-79. Hawthorn by 6 points, straight goal. Wheels, what an upset. What an upset.
Oh, mate, it's an upset, but then you sort of wonder, is it an upset? Like, how good are the Hawks going the last 5 weeks, honestly? Like, they've got to be one of the most informed sides, like we've been saying. Jeez.
GWS, they were meant to be pretty good, though. Like, they've been good. They should be up in the ladder. Yeah, surely this would have dropped them.
Mate. They've dropping off. They've won the handful of games at the start, and then just won one in the last few weeks, and yeah, they just dropped off real bad. You wouldn't say they've lost too many players, but
Melbourne's also dropped off. Jesus, so many fucking teams are dropping off. It's so fucking annoying.
It's a weird year, like we've said. It's a mix of teams, but there's one stage there where through the first half, the Giants even had an 18-point lead, like 3-goal lead, and the Hawks just wouldn't let them fly off with it, would they? And
no,
just kept going. But
and I stupidly sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You had in the second half, you had Riccardi kick a goal, in the second half with 4 minutes to go to win the game, and they just kept going and going, and started to get nice and dark and cold early. The lights were on, and then there was a bit of a play there where, I don't know if you saw it or not, but Sisley got bumped after he kicked the ball, and then they got the 50-metre, penalty up forward, and then got the free kick, and pretty much Bruce kicked the goal and won the game from that decision. So you don't like to say the games are called by one decision, but that was a pretty big decision, man. It was there, but wow.
Hey, it did. Yeah. No, well, it really did. Just seal it. Oh God, it was just such a. I've been going terrible in the tipping this year, Ryan. I'm probably the my fall from grace from last year, being the champion, being Mr. 9 out of 9.
It's pressure. You're the hunted now. You're not the hunter. You're the hunted. It's a different game, mate.
But I feel like I tipped Hawthorn. Did I tip them on the pod?
No, I double checked actually because I thought you said Hawks, but you didn't.
So I didn't say Hawk. Okay, all right. Well, fuck me.
But you had, for the Giants, Lockie Whitfield 30 disposals. I think, that was a pretty good spread. You had Gulligan and Daniels for them, but there's people like, for the Hawks, Will Day just keeps stepping up, and
yeah, they're having some breakouts, that's for sure.
Yeah, man, and Jack Gunston going back to his old form, kicking 3 goals for the Hawkies. Come back from Brizzy last year, so he's starting to get a few goals in the middle of the winter here and over there. But
Ginnivan pretty average.
Who's that, mate?
Ginnivan pretty average.
Yeah, he did a couple of little good things in the last quarter to get him over the line, didn't he? But
overall, not really that. Yeah.
No, he did not for the whole game. He wasn't that influenced.
He's not that good, is he? Like, am I crazy for thinking that?
No, he's a bit of a pest. I think he's known as the pest. He's like, he's like the Stephen Milne, but Milne was good. He's like Hayden Ballantyne. Remember Hayden Ballantyne?
I do remember Ballantyne, yes.
Tabs will remember him. But
I remember him.
No, he's like just this little pest, gets in your face, which does rattle the defenders a bit, doesn't it? Really. So, but yeah, I just can't believe how well the Hawks are going, man. Like honestly, it's just coming from nowhere.
Look, it was pretty even throughout the most of it. It was a real close game. Yeah, it's just crazy, really. Just a goal in it. GWS, fallen from grace. Goddamn Hawks.
Yeah, it was all what is it? Holleran kicked 4 goals for Giants, didn't he? I think he got reported the week prior from that bump, and he's come back this week and kicked 4. So luckily he was back in the lineup. Also, it could have even been a bit harder game for him, but.
Yeah, no, he did all right. 4 goals, 7 contested possessions. Yeah. No, he was doing stuff with it when he got it.
Captain Sizzlicks, stepping up. He's back to playing some good form from down back and all that. Even though they threw him up forward a couple of matches earlier in the year, but he's setting the tone back there now. And yeah, they're just like I said, somehow they're just getting it done. But they got a good young group, but they're just gelling at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just uncharacteristically just firing. It's like, could this be the future of the Hawthorn Football Club?
No, mate, the bloody rebuild wasn't that long, was it?
No, looking at North Melbourne like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. And the Tigers and everyone else, and West Coast.
Well, speaking of West Coast and North Melbourne, I think that's time to move into the next game.
Let's get into it, mate.
It was Saturday afternoon football at Optus Stadium. It was West Coast versus North Melbourne. West Coast 8-17-65 to North Melbourne 11-8-74. It was North Melbourne by 9 points. Got to applaud that. Congratulations, North.
Congratulations, North, for getting your first win for 2024. Raise a glass there, Nathan. Very good work, mate. And yeah, it's good to see that back on the track. They obviously heard they were knocked out of Wheels of Fortune, and then they've bounced back and got a win. So good on them.
Hey, they're still fucking gone. All right, they're still gone. All right, that's it.
Oh man, that's incredible to win over there in the West. Like, come on, West Coast, seriously.
Yeah, but what more can you say? This is a bottom of the barrel team, fighting a bottom of the barrel team, and. Yeah, it was exciting. North kicked ahead in the third quarter. West Coast brought it back in the last.
Yeah. Yep.
And it looked like West Coast were going to be getting that W. It really looked like they were going to get them. But
and then West Coast, and then what was it? North kicked a couple late, didn't they?
couple very late and just sealed it.
There was another incident with the umpires of Yo getting tackled, called and holding the ball, which pretty much got North the goal, didn't it? So,
yeah, well.
There's been some decisions this weekend, Nathan, that have, they've been alarm bells.
Well, look, umps be umping, as we all know. But
I know you can't just rely on that and one decision, but man, there's been a few this weekend. There's another game coming up where it's the same situation.
Yeah.
But I noticed during the game they had young Archer down back. He's good son of Glenn Archer. He's doing well back there, the young fella. I think it might be his first year actually, but he's setting a bit of a tone back there for the defenders, young Archer. So that's good to see. Who else did we have? Who'd you have for
father son?
Probably your best for the game, Nathan.
Oh, Larky. I just love a goal scorer. You know.
Oh man,
At the end of the day.
wasn't it? I think I mentioned on the group chat. Is West Coast going to man up on Larky today? Because he's already kicked 4 goals, 3 goals by half time. Like, come on, defenders.
4 contested possessions as well. That's a lot. Disposal efficiency 100%. Clean.
Clean night.
15 disposals, 4 tackles. Come on. Nick Larky, get around him.
I know, it was in West Coast, wasn't it? Wow, what a win.
Yeah, it's at West Coast, which surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, little Sack Fisher used to be, he used to be a little forward, still is a bit of a little man from Blues, but he's moved to North, and he had 36 disposals. He tore it up. He's like a little whippet. Yeah. And like you said, Larky, 5 goals. Waterman was back from having last week off, kicked 3 goals.
3 goals too. Could have kicked 5.
Yeah, that's right. And they're missing the could have been rising star Harley Reid, aren't they? They've lost a couple now without him. So.
Yeah, well, they want to lose more games. They want to tank. They don't want to be winning games.
I know. It felt like that, didn't it? They want to get 2 Harley Reids. But,
Harvey Reid. I'm sorry.
That's all right. But yeah, the captain, Simkin was pretty good, mate. I think he got nearly best on ground for the Kangas. Jai Simkin. About time, mate. He normally gets a few injuries every couple of weeks, so at least he's run out the game and he's just showing the young boys how to get it done. But yeah, wow, good on North getting their first win.
Yeah, about time. About fucking time. Sick of you guys losing all the time. Sucks. It hurts to watch.
They better not just start going on this massive winning roll.
Oh, I'd love that. Imagine that. Just storming home. Somehow sneaking into the 8.
Yeah, we just played in the second half, fellas.
Oh, alright, well, let's not spend too much longer on that one, because, come on, bottom sides. Let's move out. Let's move up a little bit.
Good to see.
Good to see, but, yeah. It's a telltale story, like a fairy tale story for North Melbourne Football Club. Congratulations.
Honestly, though, the supporters would have to be pretty excited about that. Like, it's been a long year.
Yeah, no, the supporters would be. They'd be up and about. They got their 1 win. They'd be rewatching that all year for like till the next win. I know. Hey, I was a Melbourne supporter. I'm a Melbourne supporter for the longest time. I know what that's like. All right, I know.
Yeah, they'll keep watching that replay till they play West Coast again.
Exactly. All right, well, let's, with that, move on to the next game. It is St Kilda versus Gold Coast at Marvel Stadium. St Kilda 7-9-51 to Gold Coast 7-6-48. St Kilda by 3 points in a fucking boring game. Boring.
Mate.
I hate Ross Lyon.
Mate, during this game I said, the Saints are going to have to at least kick 10 goals to win this game. And they didn't even do that. They
didn't need to. They didn't need to. Because they play Saints footy. Boring fucking football.
They're playing inside, for God's sake. No conditions. All the wind is like the air conditioner running. That's it, or the heater,
Oh, it's just not working for them. It's just not working for them.
It ended up happening too. The Battle of the Kings, mate. How'd that pan out?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. 1 point the difference.
Wow.
Max King. One up on Ben King. By 2 goals 1 to 2 goals nothing. But if you ask me, Ben King, 2 goals straight. Didn't miss once. I feel like that's better.
Ooh. Wow.
You know what I mean? Better King.
Yeah, it's a clean slate.
Yeah, you don't want to be kicking behinds. He'd rather kick it to a teammate than kick it behind. Max King's just like, I'll just fucking bomb it at the goals. See what happens.
They realised that Max King was having a shocking night, so the umpire decides to give him a free kick late in the game too to win them the game. Like, what is going on?
Exactly, and that's exactly how he got the second goal over Ben King, I think.
The poor guys are 100 metres away from the play, and they pay a bloody holding the man decision. Like that's even the AFL's come out and actually apologised that they got paid.
No, well, they should have. That was pretty egregious. That was pretty messed up. Can't be making those mistakes. But yeah, I'm saying. Well, Matty Rao didn't bring his towel this week.
No,
he left it on the plane.
Speaking of tags too, took Muller. He kicked a goal. Took goal. Oh. Yeah, but Wing Hanger tagged him all night too. Not sure how many disposals he's got, but Wing Hanger actually
15.
Got the best on ground from the Channel 7 broadcast. So, and that was a tagging role.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That was because he was so effective at tagging him out of the game.
Yeah. So what? Can you see how many disposals Took had?
Took? Oh.
Muller.
Did he play? Well, hang on.
Yeah, man, he got tagged.
14.
Yep, there you go. He's normally right up there too.
Yeah, well, he just oof. This could spell doom for my multis.
Ooh.
If tagging comes back,
now, mate.
Oof, Jesus.
You got to watch it. You got to watch it, man.
Got to put.
But Sam Flanders got plenty of the ball. Like you can't stop them all, but at least you got to stop someone. Sinclair for the Saints, 31 touches, and
Noah Anderson up there again. Sorry?
Yeah, man, and you had the good old Richmond rejects kicking a few goals down the forward line. Butler kicked 3, Higgins kicked 3. They're both players who've been, kicked out of Richmond and find other opportunities, and they're finding it at the Saints. So,
well, good on them. Good on them. Well, look, we can all agree Ben King, beat Max King where it counts. Marks and disposal efficiency. So, B King, the better King.
You've been waiting a week to say that, haven't you?
Oh, mate. Don't you worry about that.
We should just call this All for Ben King pod.
Oh, mate, don't you worry. There's gonna be an episode where, don't worry about it. There's gonna be a Ben King, Max King episode for sure one day. We're going to be doing
all about it. We're just grabbing all the footage now, aren't we? Like we just got this big package happening.
Oh, we're getting it ready. That's for certain. All right, well.
Yes, but I was like, honestly, like I know the next game coming up, but I'm sitting there going, like, why is this game on a Saturday night when I know the game that's coming up should have been probably Saturday night? Like, come on, AFL. Like, seriously, there was only 17,000 people at this game. Like, seriously, come on.
Yeah, don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, well, let's move on to the next game then.
Can the Saints make the finals, Nathan?
Look, I don't know. Anything can happen. Hawks are up and about.
Anything.
D's have fallen. Geelong have fallen. We've all fallen.
Someone's got to be rising.
No one's safe.
Who's rising? Hey?
Hawks, Carlton, Essendon. They're rising.
Freo.
No. They're going to stay out of the Essendon are up there. But I feel like they're just like lucked into it, they're just we're just like doing all right. Everybody else is having like really good days or really bad days, but hey, we're doing all right. We're just winning. It's like the everyman, just chipping away, just going in.
Like, even if your team's losing, at least the competition's so close and even though. Like it is good. It's awesome.
Unless you're a North supporter, I agree.
It's not like this. It's not like the Scottish league, where Celtic and Rangers just dominate the whole league. At least it's
entertaining. Yeah.
12 teams least in it so far.
Yeah, no, I agree. At least it's entertaining. All right, well, let's move on to the next game. I know you're trying to put it off a bit with all this rambling, but look, let's just rip it off like a band-aid.
Call me Reeby.
No.
Rambling.
Well, anyway, moving on to the next game. It is Sydney versus Geelong at the SCG. Sunday afternoon football. Sydney 16-16, 112 to Geelong 12, 10, 82. You gotta hate it. You gotta hate it.
Cat sucks. Swans are good. Should win the flag. Next game. Well done.
No. Let's go into it. Let's go into it a bit. So,
I'll just do Nathan. I'll just do Nathan. I've just got to get a drink.
No. I'll pause the podcast. I'll wait for you. All right. That's what happened tonight. All right.
Oh, mate. Honestly,
we can't get out of it.
I was up and about in that first quarter, man.
Oh, that's second quarter. Halfway through that second quarter, you would have been up. Oh my god, I thought it was happy days.
Oh man, I was trying to cook a barbecue, watch the game, had the radio going, everything was happening, but oh my god, it just got worse and worse as it went on, didn't it? Bloody hell.
Just fell off a cliff eventually. It was just so strange. 5 goals,
Shocking.
2 to 0 goals, 3 in the first quarter.
I know they got a bit of jet lag, but come on, caddies. Bloody hell. You had...
It was rough.
I know Stengel kicked a few good goals for the caddies, but
He did.
yeah, pretty much it was, once Heaney got a couple of goals for him, quick couple of goals that got him in front.
He's so good. Chad Warner was also.
Oh, mate, he dominated in the last quarter.
Yeah, he was everywhere.
And then, it's pretty much half done, and then, Papley comes out and kicks 3 goals right into the end too. Just like, oh my God, when's this going to end? But
hey, look, they showed up. They showed up after halfway through the second quarter. They were like, all right, do you guys want to start playing football now?
I know, I was hoping there was a scoring end, but it didn't.
No, it didn't turn out that way, did it?
But, bloody hell. Grundy was awesome again. He's got to be up there with Gorney for AA selections for sure now.
Yeah, you'd think so. You'd think so. Who else would be up there, you reckon?
For
Ruckman?
who? Ruckman or the Rucks? Oh, I think you just got to stick with Gordon and Grundy, mate, to be honest.
Okay, all right. No Luke Jackson?
I don't think... Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ.
No Tim English?
Nah, I don't reckon they've been as outstanding.
I want you to say that to Rick next time you see him.
Oh, no, I'll change it when I say Rick.
Oh! Yeah, you schmo.
Rick, I'll choose Tim English when you're listening, mate. But, yeah, it's pretty good, man. For a bloke that's actually missing out this side, good old Buddy Franklin. I actually saw him yesterday at Bunnings Warehouse, Burley.
Yeah, no, I totally saw that in the group chat. I was like, oh, that's Buddy Franklin.
It was actually freaky because I was speaking to a Sydney supporter, good old Damo, and said, oh, mate, you guys are awesome without Buddy. And then the next day, I bloody see him. Unbelievable.
God, like...
I sent him the picture, of course.
Did you move into like an area where like all the AFL players are retiring or something? Because you run into Jonathan Brown as well.
Yeah, JB lives around the corner, mate.
How do you run into these people?
Mate, you just got to go to Bunnings, mate. Nah, just kidding. I'm in an area where I think, they just like living, mate. To be honest, it's why not? They retire and they just come up here. So they're
like, we want to cook. It's like, yeah, fair enough.
Errol Golding, another great game too. These midfield, man, you can't stop them. You can't stop these Sydney midfield, man.
No, they're dominating. It's really hard to see them.
Even Tom Papley to kick 4 goals. Like, he's been a bit quiet last 2 weeks, old Pappers, hasn't he? But he's come out and kicked 4. The little forwards do normally do well against the Cats too, because we're pretty tall back there. So normally it's the little fellas that do the damage, and that's exactly what's happened there. What is it? Armady kicked 3. He's a young bloke. He's doing well, but who's going to stop this Sydney side, Nathan, other than Richmond?
Richmond, God, that's it. That's all. That's all we got. Richmond is the only ones to smack them down. I really hope it's coming soon.
Like you said the other week, imagine if it's only the Tigers that beat them all year.
Oh, mate. I wouldn't mind.
At least they got some bragging rights. Yeah,
give them something. Give them something, those pathetic pieces of shit.
I know. They need something. But the Swans have had 2 buys in the last couple, 2 buys for the year so far as well, so that might help them a little bit. But geez, they just look so fresh and healthy, man. Just Don Longmire's got them bloody swimming good, doesn't he? Like, honestly.
Yeah, no, they've got some. There's something going for them, that's for sure. Coaching, talent, fitness.
Reeby might have been right
They're
at the
there.
start of the year, mate. Picking them.
Well, no, Reeby said Carlton St Kilda grand final.
Yeah, grand final, but Sydney to win the flag.
You schmuck. I love your work. All right, well, look, we'll move on. You clearly don't want to talk about it. You clearly heard about it all. So
Somehow we're still in the 8. I just don't know how.
you just
We're sitting 5th, and I don't know how.
you won your first 8 straight. All right, that's what happened. You got off on a real good start. That's what you blew your load early, and now you left messy and yeah.
Come on, Cats, start winning some games, and it's actually a pretty hard run coming. We've got the bye, then we've got the Blues. Like it's not getting any easier. So.
Oh well, look, best of luck. But yeah, all right. Well, let's move on to the next game.
You even mean that?
No. Sunday night football for a change at the G.
All right.
Essendon versus Carlton. Essendon 9-16-70 to Carlton 15-6-96. Essendon really kicked themselves out of this one, didn't they, Rip Wheels?
Yeah, mate. It was good to see another pair of brothers going at it too, man.
The McKays?
Yeah, man, the McKays. Are we going with McKay, are we?
I don't know. It sounds like it's written like McKay, so I say McKay.
Seems right, doesn't it? And, yeah, the old... I don't even know which one he's called. the Blues one kicked the first goal of the game and set the... Hey?
Jono.
No, I don't know the Blues nut one. The McKay Blues number. Who's that? Is it Ben or who?
Yeah, it's Jono.
But McKay kicked the first goal of the game against his brother and really set the tone.
Ben McKay. How could you not know that? I knew that. Everybody knew that.
But the Blues really just it was pretty steady all night, wasn't it? They took control. The clearances work in the last quarter actually really dominated for the Blues. They just tore away in the clearances at the end there. And this midfield too, they're just doing well. Blue baggers. Kerno's kicked a couple of D, I think. Kerno?
Yeah. Kerno kicked a couple. 2 goals too. But, it was all just a steady effort all round. It's not like really anybody really stood out. Like, you could say Holland stood out because he kicked 3 goals straight, but really disposal-wise, goal-wise...
Nick Martin too was playing really well, and they clamped him. They had the blue sub clamped him in the last quarter actually, and put a tag. He got another player that got the tag on, so took him out of the game.
He didn't do too well. His disposal efficiency was pretty mid. But
I think he was up there with the highest, but then they still shut him down. So he had a really good game though. But the package was trying his best too, mate.
Did he though?
No, he was just trying.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, no, the Jack Stringer.
Yeah. Jack Pack. He was trying all night, but didn't really.
Yeah, couldn't get nothing on the board. It's really sad.
It was good
Nothing from Peter Wright.
Big crowd. Pardon?
Nothing from Peter Wright either.
No, that was disappointing actually. I had a multi on him to kick a goal too. That was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
He's let us down too many times, that guy.
He's letting down Essendon and Essendon fans, and the sooner Essendon fans realise this, the better.
Yeah. The coning too. It's like a headbutt to the computer.
Yeah.
DeConing too, dominating the ruck for the Blues, mate. He's played one of his best games as well. It's looking promising for him. I know you're waiting for the banana peel.
Oh, is it just not going to come? Is it just Carlton's year?
But the banana peel might come in prelim time again, maybe.
Might come in prelim time again. Melbourne might eliminate them.
Oh man, but they're doing well, and now that's the Bombers losing a couple in a row too. They're sitting second. They were, now they're third, but sitting second now. They've lost a couple.
Yeah, but they're sitting second to the team that just beat them. So that's sort of like, well, that's pretty good. If you want to lose a game or two, you want to lose it to some of the top teams, at least.
Yeah. there's a big crowd Sunday night, which is always good to see. It'd be nice to know if Julian went along. Does Julian actually go along to the games? Or
he goes to every home game at the G. Yep.
Oh, he would have been there. Would have been there.
Yeah, no, he would have gone.
Let us know, Julian, how feral those Carlton supporters are, can you, mate?
Oh, he hates them. He hates them with a passion.
Just let us know give us a story, mate, on how they were that night, please.
No, you should check out this Herbertron YouTuber guy. He does some AFL YouTube videos. Herbertron. He does one on. He did this one on Carlton supporters having a meltdown when they were like, couldn't reach the 8. Couldn't, when they thought their finals chances were done last year. And they're like throwing out all the bobbleheads, and it was a whole thing. That was a good video. I suggest you go watch it.
I reckon I saw that.
It's a good one. It was a good one. But yeah, no.
I actually reckon I did see that, man.
Fierce rivalry between the Bombers and Carlton. Fierce.
Oh yeah, massive, mate, massive. So, oh well, good for the Blues, mate. What a battle that was, though. Really great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look. I think Bombers did about just as I'd expected them to do. But they kicked themselves out of the game. They could have. They were well and truly in it. When you're kicking 10 behinds more than your opponent, that's just like, well, you were in it. You were. But you couldn't. But you just weren't kicking straight. So I know what they should be doing at training this week. That's for sure.
Good. A bit of a finals atmosphere for both sides. So hopefully it helps them steady for later in the year, so good on them.
Absolutely. Alright, let's move into the last game of the round. It was the King's birthday weekend, also my dad's birthday, so the King's birthday weekend game.
Steelo?
No, it was Friday. It was Collingwood versus Melbourne at the MCG. Collingwood 14-5-89 to Melbourne 6-15-51. Collingwood won by 38 points. Another example of a team just kicking themselves out of the game. But the margin was that big, I don't think it would have mattered.
You know what? I didn't even know that the D's kicked that many behinds, to be honest.
Horrendous. Yeah, I know, because you watched the game and you just saw how bad D's were overall.
Yeah, I just kept seeing the Pies kick goals and didn't think how many points the D's were getting. Well, many of them rushed, though. I don't really... Not many rush behinds.
Oh, mate, you'd have to look at the stats for that. There's no way we can do that.
That's a lot anyway. Just Nathan, I'm just
no 2 rushed.
I'm just disappointed. I was probably one of the only. Not many of us tipped the D's. I got on the friend train and I was just devastated, mate. That was shocking.
If you asked me, I would have told you not to get on it because I didn't get on it. I got on Collingwood. And oof.
I thought, if Jake Lever's back, the Pies have a lot of injuries, man, a lot.
Yeah, but we got smacked last week against the shit side, and we had our full team. We had our full team, and we got smacked by a shit side. So
what is going on? It didn't help our mate. Petracca went down with the ribs early. He would have been having some deep breaths all game, that's not easy. And that would have put a dent in their midfield, obviously, and up forward a bit. So,
well, you know what they're saying. You hear what they're saying?
Depends what they're saying.
D's finals hopes walked off the field with Petracca that day.
Ooh.
That's what I've been hearing.
Well, that's the end of all for footy for the year, fellas. We'll see you next year.
Yeah, I'm not doing this shit no more.
This shit is shit.
Hey, if I could go through the finals last year and the year before, I think I'll be fine. All right, I could.
Mate, you've still seen your team win a flag in the last 5 years, mate. You're all right. You're doing all right.
And I watched every part of this game, every heartbreaking moment of this game, because I watch every heartbreaking moment of all the games. I did think by half time, it was close, pretty close, sort of near that second quarter. And then it just drifted out. But I actually did think during the third, maybe they could come back to D's. Come on. But that just didn't happen, did it? Oh, look, as I said, if you look at, the behinds we kicked, we absolutely could have. 3 posters, 5 behinds on the left, 4 behinds on the right. What are you doing? 2 rushed, 1 touched. And then you look at Collingwood and it's they had 1 rushed behind. And 4 just behinds. Yeah. And it's well...
There was,
fuck
there was a man... You had a man tag another player, Nick Dacos, as well, and he's the man that tagged him has won the Steve Irwin before, hasn't he? As well, and
Mate.
maybe Steve Irwin award, and he's tagged Buddy Dacos well and truly out of the game. So the tag's back again.
Tag is back again.
You do that, but then the other Dacos steps up and gets 34 touches. So it's tricky.
It's so frustrating. And then Van Ruin finally kicks 3 goals in the game. Finally does it.
Yep.
And it's against the game where we just get smashed. It's like, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Pickett, 2 goals, 4.
Yeah, he didn't have enough mates on the day, especially with Bailey French kicking 1 goal 4.
Oh my god. It's this problem we keep coming around back to again. More behinds than goals.
Mate, the Pies are missing
should be
so
up
many of
there.
their forwards too, but they're just getting it done. I can't believe this. This is incredible. They're in the Pies are in the 8 now, and they're only going to get players back, man. It's dangerous times.
It's about time, because they really should be. They're reigning premiers.
Yeah.
They had a real rocky start, but they're finally finding their feet and storming home.
Really freaky.
What's that?
Actually really freaky on champion data. I think it was 2 weeks ago. They're actually playing better on champion data than they were this time last year. How freaky is that?
That is, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That just shows where they're at and where every other team's at too.
Oh, look, what an annoying game. But yeah, Oliver, 28 disposals. He's doing all right. Maxi Gorn, 25 disposals.
I'm trying to say he was up there for one of the best too, but they're just not enough teammates with him, mate.
Well, when you're looking at contested possessions, you got Oliver up there with 15 and Gorn up there with 14. So my God.
Did you watch the slide before it, the big freeze?
No, I did not. I was relaxing because I'd done my reaction to the Xbox showcase.
Yeah. Well, Jack Crisp got the Danaher Award for the day as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if they awarded that before. I'm not sure. I just saw that he's got the award. Jack Crisp, 27 disposals, and I'd have to find that number. He's actually become the second player. Oh, here we go. I was actually asking you a question during the week, mate, if you knew a stat that Adam Uze was actually coming second in, but you sort of ignored me.
No, I think I got the question right.
No, I didn't see even an answer.
Well, hang on. Give me the answer, and I'll tell you if I got it right.
Well, I can't really do that now. But the most consecutive games played.
Yeah.
Right. It's when I asked you the question, Adam Uze was coming second. So the leader of most consecutive games in a row is Jim Steins at 244. Now it's Jack Crisp at 227, and Adam Uze, your club legend, is at 226. So how's that?
Well, Adam Uze, one of the best to lace up the boots. Just one of the best all round. Just legend of the sport.
I didn't know if you knew he was actually up there with that many consecutive games.
Well, when a footballer has that many accolades, you start forgetting some of them. You know?
You forget the simple stuff, don't you?
Exactly. Like he's had so much success. So much success. He has the money, he has the women, he has the everything. He has the power.
Now he's a coach of a winning side.
He has the power. He's going to be a coach one day. He'll be a premiership coach. Mark my words. Adam Uze.
So you've got that to back you up, mate. He's the third most consecutive player in a row, mate. That's if you ever need to back him up.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, look, I don't want to talk about this stupid fucking game anymore.
So do they reckon... I know you don't want to talk about it anymore, but
Okay.
Is Petracca going to miss any weeks, or what? Do we know?
Yeah, he broke his ribs. He's gone for a while. Isn't he?
They sometimes can play with a guard on.
No way.
Yeah, man.
Well, apparently, he was like, "Oh, I want to go back on. Like, he wanted to go back on. He wanted to fight through it. He didn't want to go off with those ribs.
Yeah,
but
BT's trying to get a bit of goss going on the chat about Petracca staying on, and he's trying to sniff around for some news. But,
what staying on?
He might miss a week or two, maybe. But then, yeah, like I said, they do come to play with a guard on generally after that. So.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. I don't know. It just hasn't. Yeah. We'll see, but it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good.
Is that one win in the last 5 weeks or something, isn't it, for the D's?
Oh, who's counting?
Not me, mate. I'm done counting.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit. All right. So anyway, D's are over. Petracca's leaving.
What?
That's it. Petracca's gonna leave.
He's going to Tassie.
No, I'm pretty sure we got most of our good players in solid long-term contracts. So he'll be around for a while, I'm sure.
Yeah, mate. He's signed for 20 years or something. He's longer than jail, that guy. You reckon Oliver's got to be staying though, doesn't he? There's a bit of talk, obviously.
You'd have to. But yeah. Oh well, we'll find out. All right. Well, with that,
who you got next week?
we'll get into that.
Ooh.
We'll get into that. But first, let's move into our next section because we're done with last week's games. We're going to move into Wheels of Fortune.
Oh.
Yeah. So
fancy. You didn't do your tick 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 tick.
No. It's just Wheels of Fortune. That's it. No sound effects. Maybe one day. But yeah, take it away, Wheels.
Yeah, well, yeah, mate. I reckon, like I said earlier, I reckon the word's getting round to the clubs, mate. That the Wheels of Fortune is out there, and teams are getting eliminated. People aren't happy. It's all happening, but
it's all happening,
mate. This is another team. They got a win on the weekend. It was a shock of a win. Just let's hope they don't keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
And for great pleasure, I don't mind, saying this side, especially after they beat us in the grand final. So it's always good to see a side knocked out. Yeah, this team's only won 2 games, and they need to win 7.5 games to even make the 8 out of a possible 11 games. And that's if no other team wins any of those games. So it's a high chance this side is gone for the year, and it's the Tigers.
Richmond, get the fuck out of here.
If you're watching that on Spotify, it was the Tigers are done for 2024. So if you've selected North and Tigers the last 2 weeks, you're still in the game. We actually lost a couple of players during the week because Steelo didn't even get an answer in on time.
He didn't.
He's eliminated.
It was his birthday. He was busy.
No excuses on the wheel.
Yeah, no excuses.
Mate.
Done. Donezo.
And Daniel Reeve, you didn't let little Jai get his answer in either, so he's eliminated. So
well, he felt guilty because he knew he was doing Jai's answers for him, so he was just still having 2 shots every week. So
and
he felt guilty.
Poor little Thomas, you've chose West Coast, mate, so you're eliminated too. So
out of here, ruthless, get the kids out of here.
3 gone in the week, mate. It's only the second week.
Oh, so Tyson's still in. Tyson's still in, is he?
Yeah, mate. He's Tyson's in, and he can't wait to say when the Saints are out. I'm telling you.
Of course, Rick Seeds lasts the longest. Yep, 100%.
There's a couple of special mentions on who's still in the game. So you've still got Mickey. Mickey's still there, mate. Good work, Alan. You got someone. Joe's in there, and Rob. Well done, guys. You're still in it. Tom from Tooradin still in it, and Dave from Doreen. So well done, guys. You're still in the game, and get your answers in, everyone.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll do my answer right now, live on the pod.
Ooh.
Let me just bring up the ladder.
This is live. This is live. You can tell.
Nah, it's West Coast. It's clearly West Coast. West Coast are going to be eliminated next. You'd be silly not to.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
We'll see.
Imagine if West Coast got the win, though. Ooh, it's interesting.
They just lost to North. You can't possibly be thinking anything else.
All right, I'll write that in straight away. Everyone get your answers in.
Get your answers in for your chance to win.
Just either through comments or private message, please, guys.
Oh, I forgot to add the sponsor in. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Anyway, what's sponsored by?
And it's sponsored by Technique Carpentry. We're there to get all your Technique needs done, carpentry needs done, guys. Thank you very much.
That's it. That's what they do. They do needs of Technique Carpentry. That's what they do. All right. Well, with that, let's move on to the tipping results of the week.
Oh, do I have to look at this whole time?
Yeah, we do, unfortunately. Alright, well.
How much is he paying you?
He's not paying me. No, he got this. He got this, alright? He earned this. He's dominating. But yeah. Alright, well, look, I'll start off with who had the best round this week. Mr. Patrick Reeby.
Oh.
6 out of 8.
Is he still in it?
Well, he's down at the very bottom, but hey, he got 6 out of 8 this time. He didn't put his tips in, so he got Richmond.
No.
And he got Brisbane, and then he tipped Hawthorn, Saints, Sydney, Carlton. He tipped Melbourne as well. He could have gotten 7 if he only used his head.
Good work, Paddy. Good work, mate.
Yeah, no, good job, Paddy. I think you lucked out not putting your tips in for the first night, but yeah. No, you weren't going to tip Richmond. You weren't. I know, you weren't. All right, well, let's go to the top 5. Jamie at number 5 on 74. Then, think my mum or my dad? I can't remember. One of them is... Or both of them are on 75, 3rd and 4th.
Are they able to change their names?
Oh, we've tried plenty of times. Don't know why it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. We keep saving changes and it just doesn't work. But yeah.
Weird. That's weird.
But yeah, they're on 75. And then 76 at number 2, Julian. Molian. He's up there. He's challenging. He's the closest to touching the greatness that is Daniel the Dr. Reeby, who is on 81. Just 5 ahead of number 2. Just breaking away from the comp. And look, he's so happy. He's so happy in the picture.
He really wants to get that all for footy package, doesn't he? What do you get? Getting a jumper, a bumper sticker, what else?
Yeah, no, it's not and else. It's all. It's like we'll see. And it might be late. But yeah, look, need to bring myself up. I've slipped to 7th this week. Mickey has gotten me.
Wow, mate.
So
wow.
on 73, I'm not too far off 3rd place, but still,
Ugh.
I don't like being 7th. That's for damn sure.
So tough. Tough.
And then you're right there with me, buddy. You're right there with me.
Well, I'm normally 7th, so I've got to be somewhere.
Well, you're 8th now. So we both went down,
out.
But
Mickey jumped.
Yeah, Mickey jumped. Mickey a fool.
Mate, I was bloody sitting 5th, and then I tipped the D's. Far out.
You shouldn't have tipped the D's. I'm telling you.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it was a rookie error from you, I reckon. You could have done better. But yeah, that's it for the tipping this week. So let's move on to next week's games.
Hopefully you lose your bloody phone in the river, Reeb.
Hopefully he drops it in the lake. I think it's a lake.
Exactly.
Whatever. Drop it in water. Kill your phone. Do it now. You don't like phones. You don't even like phones. But yeah.
Unbelievable.
Alright, well let's move on to the first game of this week. Short week, 6 games. But yeah, so let's get started. Brisbane Lions versus St Kilda, Friday night football at the Gabba.
Oh, I like that. That looks good, mate.
Yeah, hey.
I really like the middle bit. It really stands out.
Yeah, no, I think I did. I did myself with this one.
Beautiful.
So yeah, who you got?
Oh, these two teams remind me of some great games in the early 2000s, don't they? You had Schultz kick a goal right at the end of the game to win it for the Saints at one time. Me and all the boys were there. It's tough, but surely the Lions have to keep their form going from last week and bring it home to the Gabba. So I'm going Lions for Steelo. Sorry, St Kilda supporters. Yep.
Well, look, I'm doing it for my good friend Steelo. Getting on that friend train. Got to be getting on the friend train for Steelo. So whoop-woo, let's go Brisbane. Let's go Brisbane. All right, let's move on to the next game. Saturday afternoon football at Marvel Stadium is the Doggies versus the Dockers. Wheels.
This is. I've been looking at this since Monday. This is tough.
This is tough.
Actually, really tough.
Both sides that you don't know what you're going to get on the day.
Mate, every time I tip the Dogs, they lose, and every time I don't tip Freo, they win. Oh, this is Freo coming off the week off too. Oh my god, this is tough. I'm gonna go doggies until I see the lineups. Like, surely the doggies have to win this at home, man. Like,
Surely.
come on.
Surely. Yeah, look, I'm getting on that friend train yet again. It's gonna derail. It's gonna fuck me up this weekend, I bet. I'm gonna get the first two wrong. Reeby's gonna tip him correctly. He's gonna get even further ahead. And my life is just gonna spiral out of control. So yeah, I'm tipping doggies. All that to say, I'm tipping the dogs.
Good battle for Rick and Fabs. Get some feedback, fellas.
Exactly. Alright. Moving on to the next game. It is Richmond versus Hawthorn, Saturday afternoon football at the G. Alright, who you going for this one? I think it's pretty obvious.
Well,
is it though?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit like Reeby here. Well, I've heard that that Tom Lynch might come back and play for the Tigers, and it's Dustin Martin's 300th game. If you hadn't heard, the Hawks are in better form, but then the Tigers won against Adelaide over there. Oh, it's really tough. I'm actually going to go Tigers for now. If Lynch doesn't play, I'll change it to Hawks. But Tigers for now.
Hey, look, I'm a believer. The Hawks are flying. The Hawks are flying right now. I'm getting on board. I'm getting on board that Hawks train. I think I'm going to be backing them quite consistently, possibly. But yeah,
that's a pretty. What is that? That's a pretty average time, isn't it? Too like
Saturday afternoon. It's all right. Like, I don't mind the Saturday twilight game, as long as I'm not doing anything Saturday night, though.
I feel like the Tigers are going to get up for Dusty, mate. That's all I'm thinking at the moment. But yeah,
up for Dusty.
Interesting one.
I'm gonna go Hawks. I'm liking their form, so yeah. Alright, next game. It's Adelaide versus Sydney. Saturday night football at Adelaide Oval. Wheels, do you think Adelaide, after their home performance last week, are going to fare much better this week?
No, mate, I'm losing faith in the Crows.
Just bottom of the barrel.
And I reckon the Swans probably play pretty good over there at Adelaide Oval too. So Swannies for me, mate. Yep,
Swans for me. Easy done. Easy peasy, so to speak.
Oh, mate.
Oh, God. Another one. North Melbourne versus Collingwood. Sunday football at Marvel Stadium. Collingwood.
Surely the Pies by 10 goals.
Surely.
Pies. A flogging by 39.5 for sure.
Yeah, at least it's got to be over that for sure. Absolutely. Put that down on your multi. All right, well,
round, isn't it?
We're coming into the last game of the round.
How quick's that gone?
There's only 2 of us, and there's only 6 games. That's it. All right, it was Giants versus the Power, Sunday afternoon football at NG Stadium. This is a tough one.
Oh,
you think?
Seriously.
GWS last week was pretty average.
Far out, honestly, man. Like, it's hard to tell with Port because they had last week off. But it's in the Giants. It's at Giants.
Yeah. This is a tough one, I reckon.
The Giants are playing some bad footy too. I'm going to go Giants. But if Rosie comes back, I'm going to change to Port.
Okay.
I'm going Giants at the moment.
Alright, I'm just going to lock in GWS. At home, looking to bounce back from last week. Port, yeah, they're good. But they seem to be slipping a bit lately, I feel.
They're sitting 4th still, but they're hard to read, aren't they?
They are. But, Geelong's sitting 5th, like tie. They've got the same amount of wins, so along with Collingwood. So it's all pretty much, the same.
Yeah, it's hard to know with Port playing at that ground, isn't it? Like, it's not one you really remember them playing at very often, so... Yeah.
No,
Giants for me at the moment too, mate.
Yeah, Giants. All right, well, let's move on. It's that time. Closing thoughts. We're here already.
This is that time of the night. I wasn't expecting this.
Oh my god. No, don't be stupid. Don't steal Reeby's thing. Reeby's got that. Reeby's doing that, all right?
Oh my god. I didn't see it coming.
No, don't do that. No, that's his thing. Come on.
That is his thing. That is his thing. We'll give him that. Yeah, mate. Yeah, normal Friday night for me, mate. Oz kick extra. We've been playing the Coolangatta Blues lately, little Louis. So Lions vs Blues. They've been playing heaps of Petracca games. So that's a home game this week. So that's a Friday night. So I'll be around the club. It'll be good.
Hope Louis laying in those elbows.
Yeah, he's getting into it, mate.
Getting some hip and shoulders.
He actually played the 4 quarters last week. Previous Saturday's only been playing 1 quarter and then just not wanting to do it. So that was a good change.
Yeah, no, it's better. It's improvement.
Well, yeah, the Cats aren't playing this week, so I won't be watching the Cats. So it'll be pretty. I might actually have to go out and do some things with the family this weekend. You know what I mean?
No! Oh, poor you. Yeah. No. Well.
Find myself painting some walls or something, or doing something like that while the footy's not on. You know.
Yeah. Well, the footy will be on, and you'll be watching it.
Yeah, I watch every game live.
I watch every game as well. So.
And then hopefully, our mate Bruce tunes in Sunday morning. He's been a busy boy lately, so he might be a bit buggered. Might need the week off, but tune in with him.
I'm pretty sure Bruce will do a stream of something this weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I'll move on to my closing thoughts.
Yeah, get into it, mate. I'll try not to interrupt you.
No, that's quite alright. Got the boys coming back. The next season of the boys. Got House of the Dragons, Game of Thrones. You watch Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon?
No.
Oh my god, you need to get into that right now. I got you into Game of Thrones in the first place. This is the new one. This is. I feel like this is better.
Yeah, what's it on? Where do I find it?
I
have to figure it out.
Well, don't you have Foxtel, or did you get rid of it finally?
No, I haven't got Foxtel. No.
All right. Binge.
Oh yeah, Binge is it?
Yeah, it's on Binge.
There's that many different There's that many different ones, isn't there?
There is, but Binge is the Foxtel one essentially. So that's where House of Dragons. That's why I got Binge for House of Dragons season 1, and I've had it ever since.
Yeah, wow. So it's only up to season 1.
Well, season 2 next week, and it's been a 2-year wait.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. Look, Primo TV. But yeah, other than that, Bruce Rando will be streaming Sunday morning. Don't know what he was streaming. He'll maybe Hellblade, maybe something else.
Get some classics going.
Possibly. Well, he's thinking about doing a Mario Kart stream at some point with listener of the show, Julian. So.
Oh, no way.
We'll see if that ever happens.
Will that happen the same time we do a live feed stream for the footy, or?
No, it's a watch along. We can't show it on our stream. We'd be copyright struck. But yeah, no. Well, look. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody ever wants to do it. Everybody's always busy. So.
Gotta do it, mate. Gotta do it.
If you've got a night where you just can watch football uninterrupted, let me know.
Maybe we could get the listeners to try and, ask them a game that like us to try and do a watch along with. How's that?
Yeah, well, we could ask around. All right, well, I think that's it from us at All for Footy, and we're out.